Hey everyone, we're back. We're back.
Hey
Crazy
guys,
stuff going
I
on.
think you can actually lower it so
Yeah, I
there's like
want
a
to.
foot.
Well, give me a second. I want to get the banner.
Okay, there's the banner.
Okay, so first, what?
Go ahead.
All right, so
You want to say
right
hi to
behind.
everyone before you do a commercial
It's
plug?
not a commercial. It's thanking the people who sponsored me. All right, hey guys, Monster and Mrs. Monster here. Coronavirus has been crazy. I actually have my Adam Brown 5K shirt on today. I want to give my support to Adam Brown family. He was a Navy SEAL killed in Afghanistan 10 years ago, and they have a big 5K. This is their 10th anniversary, and last night it got canceled. And behind us, we had the Beat the Champ promo. It's going to arm wrestle 1,000 people. We got a lot of support from different sponsors here locally to make this happen. I'm going to name them real quick. Chapman Automotive, Destinations Day Spa,
All I see is the top of your head.
Arvis Bank, Stiefel Money Management, Private Client Group, Driven Towing and Recovery, Rogers Construction, Daniel Heat and Air, Hot Springs Marina, Felix Brace and Limb, The Blitz Pig, Jose's Mexican Grill and Cantina, Razorback Camper Sales, Diamond Bank, McClarty Nissan, Benton Little Rock, North Little Rock, Scott's Auto Body, Air Day Labs, Lloyd's Auto, Keith's Roofing, and American Termite and Pest, and Rocky's Corner. I may have said Rocky's Corner twice, I'm not sure. But I just want to say thanks to everyone. We are going to do the Beat the Champ promo as soon as the coronavirus is behind us. I know they have postponed the St. Patrick's Day parade, so whenever they get a new date for that, we're going to make
Events
that.
are falling like dominoes, guys.
Man,
Bam. Yeah.
what is going on?
All the time. Schools are closing. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm back in college, and my college, like, closed. Not even because someone tested positive in the college. Not a teacher, not a student, but because someone knew someone who was being tested that could be positive. They closed. So just like that. So, way cool. But anyway, I want you to mention, because I couldn't see this because of your beard, one more time. What he was going to be doing today was for a fallen Navy SEAL.
Yeah, Adam Brown 10th anniversary 5K run. I was going to do, we were going to auction off some arm wrestling and autograph pictures and shirts and stuff like that just to raise money for that charity.
Hopefully you'll get another chance to do
Yeah,
that.
yeah, we were all excited about that, and they just announced last night that they were good to go, and it wasn't 10 minutes later, the next post we're off. I mean, it's crazy, man. I mean, and the thing is, I'm not saying that it's not warranted. Obviously, we want people to be healthy and be safe. It's just unfortunate, right?
It's very unfortunate.
It's unfortunate that life can be halted like this,
And thank all of you guys for tuning in. I mean, at least we have this form of communication, right?
We all may be stuck in our houses, but we can
folks.
chat live with folks.
But yeah, so there's a lot of questions up in the air. If you haven't done so already, like this feed and share it to your feed so that other people can find us and see that we're live. And also it will be able to be replayed because we'll post it after it's over. But Michael Todd, the question, not the real question, because of course we're concerned about people out there possibly getting sick. The question is, will WAL begin their season? And if they do, will they continue their season? And just as I was telling him this morning, look, all that we have banned so far is Europe, excluding the UK. So Eddie Hall is still good. Neil Pickup is still good. I hadn't said that, and 20 minutes later, bam.
Yeah, we're watching it live on, I guess it was CNN or something, and they were saying that Monday night at midnight Eastern Standard Time, there will now be a ban. People traveling from the UK or Ireland.
Yeah, UK or Ireland.
So
of course,
no one...
U.S. citizens can return home, but yeah.
Yeah.
So
we don't know what's happening, man.
But it's a 30-day ban.
Exactly. Currently, it's but is that a new 30 days starting with UK and Ireland?
I don't know,
because that's a week later than the other ban.
It's also the thing. Do you continue with them on the card with the possibility that the ban ends 4 days before and they can still travel? Do you continue with them on the card, or is that too much of a risk?
There's so much up in the air right now. They may close Canadian borders.
They could close Canadian borders. The thing is that who cares if it's the U.S.? Canada could decide they don't want us going there.
Right.
They could decide they don't want their people coming to us.
I don't know. We did a thing with Neil the other day. Devon and I both want this match. We want to prove to each other and to ourselves who the better arm wrestler is, right? I mean, Devon wants his shot. I want to prove that last time wasn't a fluke. You know, I'm ready to roll. We're both training really hard. It's just, I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, so
I
a
don't know
lot of
what's gonna
questions.
happen.
WAL did come out publicly today and say that they're watching it. They're putting up some things in the process, you know, to help with public concerns. I don't know what that means. Does that mean that they're going to go to more of a limited competition like the NCAA basketball did and just not allow spectators? Is
Yeah,
that
but I
the
think
case?
they changed that too. I think they canceled that. They didn't let spectators, then they just canceled it.
I think you're thinking about NBA.
No, March Madness, that happened like 2 days ago.
March Madness was completely
As
canceled.
far as I know, whoever's
Somebody
on
tell
here,
us on
let
here.
us know. I'm pretty sure.
I might have to
because
Google that.
Daniel Heaton-Air, one of our sponsors and brand partners for our new edition, on our new edition,
I might have
guys,
to Google that.
we will be finished by the 1st of April. The
It is
new
completely
edition,
canceled, is what Armo
completely
said.
canceled. Crazy. You know what I'm saying?
No March Madness. Okay, so let's say though that WAL did decide to go to just a competitors and immediate family in room only kind of situation. You're still putting your competitors at risk.
Yeah.
Okay, and here's the deal. Don't get it twisted. I'm not afraid of COVID-19. I know I'm healthy, I'm young. I might get a bad cold, I might feel bad. But what I'm afraid of with COVID-19 is my mother. I'm afraid of my grandbabies. I've got 2 that were born prematurely, and I've got one that was just in the hospital a couple months ago with RSV. I'm afraid of them getting sick, and so I don't want to be the person that brings it to them. See, my mother, my grandsons, all of those people, they get flu shots. And so, yes, the flu is a bad deal too. And if they get the flu, because they've had a flu shot, they recover better, correctly. There is none of that for these people. And so you have to be concerned about how they're going to deal with it. So if you do travel, you know, you're putting at risk.
Yeah.
Even if somehow, by some act of God, I didn't go with you, which is not happening, just not happening, you can bring it on to me. And then, oh, by the way.
Oh, you don't have to have symptoms and you can.
Yes. And now here's the deal. Now we're freaking quarantined.
That'd be fun.
But there's things that I need to be doing over the next 2 weeks. And now
Right,
you've limited my life, and now we're freaking quarantined.
Do I have a regular job outside of arm wrestling? Yeah, we run a Todd
Oh,
Soda
yeah,
transformation
and
business. Yeah.
Then we can't bring that
Can't
come
train
in,
clients coming
you know?
in. They won't come
Yeah.
to the gym.
So there's a problem.
Yeah, so it's
There's a problem. It's very tricky. It's tricky.
it is a
to
tricky
figure out.
situation. I mean, I'm glad that we're putting safety first and all that stuff. I want to arm wrestle, but okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go through the card as if it was actually if it's actually happening. If the ban doesn't affect Arena, Mullins, Blue Bowen, BLM, Devon,
Which as of now
Eddie
it
Hall, Neil Pickup. My God, think about that. If
Hey, guys.
if they close Canadian borders, card's over.
does. Well,
You know what I'm saying?
What are you gonna do? Just throw Jerry and you in again?
Well, we could
I mean,
always
it
do
could
that.
happen.
We could always do that.
It
But
happened.
I'm
I mean-
training just like the match is happening.
But you're
you know?
talking about our state, guys. Our state government has already said no state officials can travel outside the state. So you're talking about a ban that's happening from countries right now. They could stop state-to-state travel.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, hell,
It could happen.
We listened to Trump just a minute ago, and they said, "Should you travel?" He goes, "If you
Nope.
don't need to travel, don't
That's
travel."
what he said. Don't.
Yeah, so,
You know.
I mean, he just told us, "Don't travel if you don't need to travel."
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, so first on the card, Jamie Sheldon, Adam Wilmot.
So we're doing this.
I'm going through it.
Okay, we are going to do a prediction that if in a perfect world, the card that is out there for you guys to see was to actually happen. And there's a chance that it could. It may be a small
I mean,
chance.
it could
But there is a
happen.
chance. So, okay.
All right,
First
so
match.
first match, Adam Wilmot, Jamie Sheldon.
Angry Bird.
If you look at that match, at how both of those guys pulled Jeff Hale, you'd have to give the nod to Adam Wilmot. Because he beat Jeff Hale the first 2 matches. Jamie got 1 win on him.
Oh,
Right.
really?
Yeah. But styles make matches. I think Jamie's got a longer arm, bigger hand than Jeff.
I think Adam surprised a lot of people.
Adam surprised me. He surprised a lot of people. A strong young man. But I think styles make matches. So I think he did well against Jeff's shorter arm, shorter lever. I don't know if he'll have that kind of success against Jamie. I don't know what the weight limit is. I'm assuming it's like 170 because it's a lightweight match, I think. I'm going 3-2. I was going to say 3-2. I don't know who's going to win. but I'm going to go ahead and say 3-2 Jamie Sheldon.
3-2 Jamie.
But I could be 100% wrong. It very well could be Adam.
100%.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm wrong, that means I was 100% wrong. I wasn't halfway wrong. I was all the fucking way wrong. What are you talking about?
You can't be a little bit wrong. I mean, because there's either going to be they won or they didn't win.
Yeah, so I'd be 100% wrong.
know,
All right, so match 2. Ryan Bowen, BLM.
BLM.
Brendan Lehman Mulville.
Oh.
He's Devin Laird's training partner. Young kid. He's got the grenade on his hand, tattooed on his hand. With, I think they were just talking about. I was listening to a video with Neil and Devin. So he's got a tattoo of his arm wrestling club on his hand. I mean, the kid's a really good arm wrestler.
What has he shown up in?
He's beaten some decent, like, I don't know where he's arm wrestled because I don't follow him. I just know I watched him train with Devin. And they did one freedom match where they was on a freedom table with no pads, no anything, and he was all over Devin, boy. It was crazy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the kid's strong. Ryan Bowen is just like Neil and Devin were saying on the interview I was watching when I was doing my workout earlier, is a professional arm wrestler. I mean, that's his job. He arm wrestles, right?
He's smart. His table IQ is growing.
Well, because he's
fast.
trained with John Brzezink, Devin Laird. He's got strength from Todd Hutchins. I mean, he's going to the right. I mean, he hasn't been here yet, so clearly he hasn't figured it out.
People can train with people, and it doesn't change them. It's the fact that he's coachable. He's actually learning.
He is doing. I mean, he looked a lot like Devin last year against Alan. You know, his movements, the way his mannerism was on the table. But I think BLM is a bigger guy. You know, I think he's a bigger guy. So I would go BLM 3-1.
Put in there a weight cap. Is there not a weight class?
Is there a weight cap? I guess it is like a 205 class. I don't know.
I mean, it's not an exhibition match, right?
No, it's legit.
Okay.
So I don't know. Dude says Bowen's going to take him. Very well could.
John Bowe says Blue's got a King's
move.
move.
That King's move is pretty impressive stuff.
Yeah. How much did you guys enjoy watching Brzezink practicing a King's move?
No, that was fun, wasn't it?
I enjoyed that.
All right, so here we go. So match 3, Mullins, Arena Gladkaya. Holy shit.
I hope that goes off.
Dude.
Hey, could they not? They could Skype that in.
They
could
Skype
hold
that
it over there in Europe, and we could still see it.
No, the borders are closed in Europe.
From country to country?
Denmark's closed. Didn't you see Tony Christensen had an armed guard right there? Denmark's
neither
closed.
one of them are in Denmark.
I'm just saying, if Denmark's closed, Russia might be closed, Sweden might be closed. Did y'all see all the stuff about all the nationals? Engin Terzi posted a thing about them canceling Romanian nationals, they canceled Turkish nationals. Malin or somebody jumps on, they canceled Swedish nationals, Switzerland nationals. Gaby jumped on Brazil nationals.
Huh.
But yet they're still having that tournament in Alabama today for IFA qualifier. That Southern qualifier, Southern Regional is still going on. All right, so that match, Arena Gladkaya, Malin Klein-Smith. Wow. That is a great, those are 2 professional athlete women right there. Very, 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 very good arm wrestlers.
Other than the match that directly affects us, that's the one I most want to see.
Oh, yeah. I would love to see, I mean, that was one of the things that excited me the most about the card. It was so funny because Malin posted on the match with me and Devin. She's like, oh my God, I'm so excited about getting to be there. I'm like, I feel exactly the same way about your match. You know what I'm saying?
Let me turn that down.
Yeah, apparently I was listening to myself. But yeah, I mean, I'm as big a fan of watching their matches. She may have been of watching our match, you know. So far, somebody just asked her, they're canceling the match. No. Nothing's been canceled. But it's crazy. I was talking to a friend of mine who's a professional bowler, and the national championships in Reno in May has already been canceled.
Who?
Brad Brooks.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the national bowling championships held in Reno, it's already canceled, and it's not till May. I'm sitting there thinking about my role, my new movie role I'm supposed to be in.
I think all that's on hold.
You think
right now,
all
honey.
that's why I hadn't got the call back yet?
Yeah. No, I think that all of that is on hold. Yeah. So Michael did a
I had a
callback. He had a callback. He did an audition. He had a callback.
Well, I had an audition, and then they emailed me, and told me that my role had been cut from the movie, but would I be willing to come in for an in-person casting? And I'm like, hell yeah! So that was a super cool experience.
So, tell them who it's with, though.
Dolph Lundgren.
Dolph Lundgren. Okay, so if you guys don't know, he is the Russian that fought Rocky in Rocky IV.
Ivan Drago.
So that was a lot of fun, right? And
Yeah.
as we're walking in, this dude in this SUV is pulling up into the parking lot.
And I'm going to let him go through, and I look up, and he waves me on. I look at Rebecca.
It's Dolph.
Hey, baby, that's Dolph Lundgren. She's like, I know.
I know.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
It was pretty cool. So his audition was actually with him.
Yeah, I was going up in the elevator with the guy taking me up to do the audition. And I was like, man, all I know is I just saw Dolph Lundgren outside. He goes, well, you're going to be really excited because he's the one doing the casting. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. So it was a super cool experience, man. Just to have Dolph Lundgren say I look great.
That was cool.
I was like, I like you.
That was cool, but okay, you digress. You're not even on task anymore. So.
What am I talking about? Oh,
If he
Arena
dies, he dies.
Glad Kaya, Molly Kleinsmith.
Yeah. So what happens there?
I
haven't
have
seen
to
her
go
run.
with Arena. Like Arena, Mullins never beat her. The last time they pulled slip strap,
When was that?
Europeans, the same year that Mullins won the Worlds, she lost to Arena at the Europeans. So yeah, like a year ago.
Oh, a year ago.
Year and a half
so
ago.
that's relevant.
Yeah,
then.
it's very relevant.
All right, but then a year and a half ago, what would have been?
Might have been 2 years and a half ago, I guess.
Okay.
2018.
What would have happened when Mullins
Pulled Fia
faced
back
Fia
then.
back then?
I mean, Mullins hadn't beaten Fia yet either.
Okay, and then what happened when?
No, I know,
Mullins did
honey. I'm
pull
aware. I'm just
Okay.
saying. I mean, if you go by their history, Mullins never beat her. I don't know. I like them both, but
I think Mullins learned a thing or two. Mullins, I got you.
yeah, I don't know.
It's you. Yeah.
I mean, you have to. Smart money says Arena Glad Kaya is going to win, but Mullins is an animal. You know, what's funny is Mullins been arm wrestling for almost as long as me, and she has peaked in the last couple of years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's so awesome. I mean, never won a world championship, then she wins a world, then she should be the rifle hammer holder right now. I mean, super impressive young lady.
Yeah, WAL got that.
Yeah. So that's those first 3 matches.
Vasconcelos versus Mullins is not even a match that should happen just because, well, I mean, unless Gaby can cut.
Gaby can make 54s.
She can.
But no one in the world at 154 wants to pull Gaby. You know what I'm saying? What guys want to pull Gaby at 154? It's funny thing is, you hear Neil Pickup tell it, the last time when she was at 506, she was eyeballing Sam Harrison. I think I can take him. I was like, oh,
I'm pretty sure she could. Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Let's let that. I think it could.
No.
See,
Gaby's bad.
That's just a guy. That's just a guy thing. They're like, no, that can't happen because Sam's a really good arm wrestler. He's a
Sam
dude.
is a great arm wrestler.
He's a dude.
Honey, Sam's a great arm wrestler.
Yeah. Gaby would win.
Now, if it was an inside match, Gaby might beat him. You know, it's like, oh, it has to stay in a hook. Sam might lose that match.
No, I think he does lose. So, okay, next match.
Eddie Hall versus RVJ, left-handed exhibition match.
Which up until today, I was sure that match was going to happen. Now,
I mean, literally, I don't know how long the ban is, but it doesn't even get imposed until Monday. So we don't get to start the 30-day clock now. And if it is a 30-day clock, it may be an indefinite ban. I don't know, but they did starting Monday Central Standard Time, midnight.
Sarah's arm wasn't broken, by the way, guys.
No, she
Some dude
tore
just
her.
said he saw when it snapped. No,
It tore her shoulder.
Yeah, tore her shoulder.
Yeah, I forget what the thing was called. Something.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think that's a phenomenal. I think that match is great.
Yeah.
Specifically because it's the undercard to my main event match. And that's many more pay-per-view buys that are going to be watching me beat Devon. You know what I'm saying? I mean, seriously, all these strong men are going to watch this thing just to watch Eddie Hall compete.
Yeah.
It's genius by the WAL to incorporate a celebrity exhibition match or something in each card.
I think it's
because
fabulous.
it just brings more fans. I mean, seriously, that's all we need, guys. All we need. Mitchell Phelps.
Mitchell Phelps.
Nice to see the Monsters back online.
Thank you for
Lifetime
the
Monster Team supporter.
super chat.
Thank you so much, Mitchell. Always good to see you, my friend. But yeah, we just need more exposure. We need more people to know that we are professional athletes, that this is a real sport. And by having people like Eddie Hall get on there, and I think Eddie's going to be very strong, but to the average person, they would assume Eddie would win. And I think, even though it's a left-handed match, I still think Rob's going to, expose the areas that Eddie is untrained at. You know, I think
Invite Shaq back. That would be fun.
Dude, seriously, who wouldn't want to see Shaq back? Devin says that's the strongest non-arm wrestler he's ever gripped.
Well, I imagine so.
Dude, he's a giant. Y'all see how small he made Devin look? Man, that's crazy.
I can't believe that. It's insane.
Yeah, it's insane.
Absolutely insane.
So I think that's a great match.
But what do you
Obviously,
think happens?
I say RBGA wins 3-0 or 3-1 just because maybe he lets him get into a press and doesn't want to hurt his arm and backs off. I don't know. I like Eddie though. Eddie's awesome. So I think that's great. Plus he needs to put me in Expendables 4. You know, I'm just saying. Who we got there? What's going on? There was one right before that.
Hi, MMT. What's your workout split like over the week? Also, is your daily training less than 45 minutes considering the average time of your circuits?
Yeah, okay, so I normally do 3 workouts a day. One is going to be my morning cardio circuit. It's about 17 minutes. It's currently it's 2-inch thick pipe sled over my Smith machine bar with 70 pounds on it. I reverse roll it with just from here to flat, and then forward where I never go back this way. 15 rounds forward, back, wrist rolls, 10 jumping jacks, and 30 seconds of ropes. So it ends up being 7.5 minutes of ropes, 150 jumping jacks, and 15 front wrist rolls, 15 reverse wrist rolls. Then my workout, whether it's chest, back, arms, shoulders, legs, always has arm wrestling related wrist rolls, cable pulls, battle ropes in that circuit. That's normally 10 to 15 minutes max. And then I'll rope pull every day for what, around 10 to 12 minutes, 12 to 15 minutes probably. So if you combine all three workouts, they're still probably 45 minutes or less.
Well, there you go.
But yeah. So.
I heard that Oleg Zuk just pulled the Ukrainian Nationals 2020.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. How'd he do?
I haven't heard that. What did Devon mean with his cryptic core death video and being your god?
I haven't seen it. But I did just talk to him a little bit ago, and he told me I was awesome.
There you go.
Nah, so main event match, me versus Devon Larratt. My honest prediction is a 3-0 victory by me. That's what I think. But anything is possible. I believe that Devon has gotten stronger. I believe I've gotten stronger. I think I've gotten stronger in the areas that are going to allow me to win the match easier. But Devon probably feels the same way. I was just listening to him and Neil interview earlier while I was just doing my morning cardio circuit, and he gave himself a 51.3% chance of winning. Which means he's giving me a 48.7% chance of me winning. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, guys. It's going to be a great match. I hope it happens. I was just talking to Rebecca, and even when I was talking to Devon earlier, we don't know what's going to happen with this season. We don't know what's going to happen.
So we feel like WAL is in the air.
We definitely feel like it's in the air.
This season. But why wouldn't PAL's events be just as effective? Is it because theirs is later in the year?
Well,
theirs doesn't really start
till June 6th. Yeah, so who knows? If you're talking about canceling a season, I mean, University of Arkansas, our biggest college in Arkansas, canceled all on-campus classes for the rest of the year. Talking through graduation. Does that mean your graduation won't happen?
Oh, shoot. Don't tell me that.
Yeah, I was thinking about that
I graduate in May, y'all.
Yeah, she gets another degree in May. But, so I don't know. Me and Devon will be a lot of fun. But what I was saying was, even if this doesn't happen, even if this season falls apart, there's still a way for that match to happen. And of course, Devon and I would do it probably for free just to find out. But I'm thinking with his fan base and the fact that I'm starting to get a stronger fan base, I mean, there's a lot of things out there that can be funded through GoFundMe's and stuff. You could just pay-per-view
crowdfunding.
Crowdfunding, that's what I meant, whatever that stuff's called. But I mean, people would pay to see that match, just like people would pay to see the winner of that match pull 11. I mean, there's options that are still out there. You know what I mean? I hope the match happens. I'll be the strongest I've ever been at 601. On April 21st, whether I'm arm wrestling Devon or whether I'm
Derek Smith. Hey y'all, hope you and
What's
yours
up,
are doing
Derek?
well.
Yeah, buddy.
So I
don't know.
I want to take this moment, and I wanted to do this ahead of time, but we're missing a fan today.
Oh, fuck.
And we're thinking about your family. CJ, I know you're looking down on us, and we love you, and we miss you greatly already. And to Samantha and family, if you see this, we love you.
We love you guys.
Our thoughts are with you.
Very sorry for your loss.
Yeah. So, yeah, Derek, other
Damn,
than
I forgot all about that.
How'd you forget?
Because I was thinking about this.
It's like with us, But, miss you guys.
Yeah.
So, anyways.
Damn. Yeah.
Draw my mind back to it, honey.
I'm really strong.
He's really strong. So this is what I keep telling him. Okay, this is what I'm worried about. I'm like, all of this up in the air is going to happen. It's not going to happen. I'm afraid mentally he's going to switch it off and not quite have that drive. He tells me he's not, that he's still going to hit all of his PRs and stuff. I pray that that's going to happen, because even if there's a small chance it's going to happen, the minute you back off, it's going to happen.
What's she saying?
Yeah,
so, yeah, she's afraid. But I mean, if that's the case, now I have not had a bad meal, and today's day 28. our last bad meal was February 15th. We cheated the 14th and 15th. I told myself on that day, I knew this match was coming. I was going to have 66 days of perfect nutrition. I was going to do perfect training so that I could have a perfect outcome on that day. If I wasn't going to continue to have, if I was going to back off my training or my workouts, I would have already ordered a pizza. You know what I'm saying? We've had a lot of stuff go on, especially what we were just talking about, that would have given me an excuse to get that comfort food, or just, want to hold my wife and indulge in some things. So I'm 100%.
Someone said, you got a good wifey to cook for you. That helps.
Oh my God. Y'all don't even know.
Y'all, I do make your rice.
All the stuff that I say after the match is all bullcrap. She hates me.
That is not true. I do make your rice.
She does make my rice.
Okay, guys, up until last year, I did make all of Michael's food.
Yeah, because they saw the video, right? They saw the at-home feature where you did everything.
Yeah, where I made his food. But life is different for the Monster family now. I'm in school full-time. I've also got some other full-time obligations. And basically in the mornings, I make his rice in the rice cooker. And he's responsible for everything.
And I ration it out throughout the day.
Yeah.
And I make up all my chicken and all the other stuff.
Yeah, so he actually makes his food. And if I'm busy studying, he also makes my food. So
yeah,
that's
I'm a good
awesome.
dude.
Yeah, he's a
but
good
yeah,
man.
so yeah, back to the gym, dude. Super excited about the gym. In my opinion, it will be the mecca for arm wrestling training in North America. Once it's finished, the downstairs will be 600 square foot of rubber floored, 1,000 square foot of AstroTurf. There'll be a spiral staircase to go up to our second floor, which is 400 square foot. That's going to be our office, media room, personal use cardio space. And it's all going to be heated and cooled. Every trophy I've had over my 30-year career will be displayed. Framed Vendetta shirts and framed UAL jerseys and all kinds of stuff. So I'm super excited about that project and the fact that it's finally going to be done. I will be doing stages of videos for YouTube, like Bradshaw did with his new gym that he built. So just super excited, guys. I'm excited about the opportunity to be able to train with like this. Is what I was telling. Who was I telling? Was I telling you? Telling you?
It's a BFR training.
Oh, BFR training is awesome.
Training.
Blood flow restriction training. I do that all the time in my prep for matches. I actually have done a few of my morning cardio circuits that way too. It's been ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I was telling Rebecca, and I think I was telling Ryan yesterday, I will be the strongest I've ever been. I will PR every workout circuit, everything for my April 21st match. That being said, with the addition of the new gym and that area and that space being out there, and it's going to be inspiring and motivating for me to continue to progress, I believe by the end of this year, I'll be the strongest I've ever been on April 21st, but by the end of the year, I'll even be stronger and more prepared, more focused. And I think a lot of it's going to be just because I'll be able to hang out in that space. I'll just be out there. Right now, I go to the gym and I want to come back upstairs. I want to get back in bed, or I want to get back in front of the 75-inch TV and watch YouTube on that. Once we get the gym finished, we're going to have multiple TVs out there, all playing different. We'll be able to access all of our YouTube stuff out there and just have a sitting area and just a whole thing. So it's just going to be my oversized man cave, right? So it's going to give me an excuse to be in that space, and will probably motivate me to do more than what I'm already doing. So that's very exciting to me. And it will be open to open practices. People can come in and train. I will start doing the experiences like Travis did. What are you reading?
I'm going to go through the questions for you.
Like Travis does. Travis said he's already had 13 people do his one-day Travis Bajan experience. It's $500. He picks them up at the airport, hangs out with them for the day, trains them, does whatever, he smokes weed with them, whatever he does. But I won't be doing the smoking weed part, but I'll take them shopping, I'll put them through all my workouts, arm wrestling training, nutrition training, just the whole thing. Once that space is done, it'll give us a space to be able to do those one-day cool experiences.
Would you like to get some of their questions?
Sure.
All right, guys.
Okay,
we're
Q&A part now. Q&A part.
I can't get through all of them, but I will get through as many as I can. And a few of the comments are just funny, so I'll have to read some of those as well. Of course, Jonesy, Jonesy, Jonesy says, of course, we see this a lot on the internet right now. people stocking up on toilet paper, shaking my head. I'm not going to tell you guys the post my son made.
It was pretty funny though.
Son, you did not make your mama proud, okay? But anyways, UFC starts in 30 minutes. No audience is what Dominic G says. I saw
wow. I didn't
that
see
UFC was not having an audience. How hard would that be
The
as
fighter.
a competitor? Okay. Well, just let me ask you.
Well, I mean, I thrive.
How much,
I enjoy I thrive off the audience.
So would that take away some of the drive if you're competing and it's just dead quiet?
I'm gonna say
off
no
bench?
because they get paid a lot more than we do. So I'm.
So you think the money makes up for the
Yes.
Okay, so if you're still, I think,
I
don't
don't
you
know.
think that you can feed off the audience?
Oh, 100%. 100% you can.
And who would that benefit? Would it benefit you more, or would that benefit Devon more? If you because I mean, if you take away the audience, you lose everybody that's screaming against you,
Which is everybody.
and the three
You
people
know?
that are screaming for you. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
So-
I guess I got a huge advantage that the audience isn't there. All right.
Yeah.
There you go.
So I think that definitely would affect things. Let me see. Well, I don't. It's so funny to me the things that
So they censor or hide or whatever.
censor is like. Okay, I don't know why you censored that. Corona can only beat weak people. Marvel 89. Actually, I mean, if you're talking about weak people, we got to look after our elderly, right? We've got to look after them. And Michael and I both have a mother that is that are not in the best health, and then I've got my grandbabies, right? Jody Williams says, I say push WAL season back. Okay, they could do that. They could push it to the fall.
Very well could.
You cannot push it 3 weeks, though. You cannot push it 4 weeks, though, because you've got people that are training to hit PRs, to peak right at time to compete. So you
I
push
will
it 3
peak
weeks.
on April 21st
You
because
screw it up.
everything I've done it leads up to that day, right? Everything my prep, my PR, my maintenance weight after that, my week of rest.
Right. So you would have
yeah.
to say, we're just going to move it. We're going to cancel it for now. And we're going to move it, postpone it to start date this time. Someone says, and I cannot read your name, I'm so sorry, says, I don't remember this kind of situation ever. Me neither. Ever. I remember fear with Ebola. Okay, and I'm not going to lie to you. Ebola freaks the hell out of me. Okay, so I'm a nurse. I know how to protect myself. Okay, guys, if I was working in the hospital right now, would have stuff come in that would scare the heck out of you guys, right? And the least of which is head loss. I will run from head loss quicker than anything, okay? Scabies, body lice, freaks the heck out of me, right? But you protect yourself. You wear a mask, you wear a gown, you wash up. So we have to be in there to take care of whatever situation comes at us. But we also have the protectiveness to do that. But Ebola still freaks the heck out of me. But still, even with that, you didn't see this stuff.
This is the first time I've ever seen this type
And you're talking about that was a hemorrhagic virus.
Yeah, I mean, this is
People bleeding from their eyeballs.
this is mass hysteria like I've never seen.
I've never seen it
But the
either.
thing is, like, we can still go out there and there's still normalcy, right? There's just no toilet paper, and there's places that are not at capacity. I mean, there's
Right.
restaurants that are normally capacity right now, and they're,
Right.
Now this is what I don't understand. Like I said, they
Mosquitoes, mosquitoes weird me out too, but what are you gonna do? You got Zika. And okay, also with this, do we know what this virus will yield to an unborn child? Okay, we didn't know that Zika, a mosquito issue, which was just a virus that you got, we did not know, or bloodborne, we did not know that it would render babies anencephalic. Babies are being born without their brain. That's a problem. We don't know the long-term effects. Anyways, I digress. I go too far. So
what else you got?
what does Devon mean? Oh, we already read that. Do you think it's irresponsible to still hold arm wrestling practices? Well, as we have one
I
tomorrow.
got to practice tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
All right. I don't think it's any different than if you have a small gathering of family or friends, whatever. People, wash your hands. If you're coughing, cough into your elbow. And if you're coughing and you feel like you have any symptoms anyway, just don't show up. Don't come, don't subject us to your stuff. And I understand that with Corona that you could be infecting people before you even have symptoms.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm going to have practice tomorrow, I mean, there's some people who aren't coming that were going to come, right? And I understand that. I'm just going to keep training, keep doing what I was doing. What I was going to say was, so with the St. Patrick's Day parade getting canceled, with the Adam Brown charity 5K getting canceled, they actually canceled the racetrack, the horse track,
Yeah.
but they left the casino open.
Let the casino open, guys.
So you canceled the open air spectator event,
where people can be out in the open.
but you leave them in a confined space. So with that being said,
confined space.
how is Vegas not shut down?
A confined space with let's not
With recirculated air.
let's not miss this fact.
Yeah.
If you walk through a casino, how many of them are going to be elderly?
Oh my God. Yeah.
Right? That's a big part of your population there. And how many of them are going to be smoking? It's already they're compromised in their lungs, you know.
Right there, yeah.
So that's what we're going to leave open. All right. So I'm not sure about that, but anyhow, Tinezilla says, "Is Devon going to do to you what he did to Dave Chafee?" What? Cheat? You know? Yeah.
Okay, so on that note,
Are they asking? Is he gonna Kingsmove you?
Well, I mean, he
very well could.
Yeah, the difference is he Kingsmoved Todd Hutchins, he Kingsmoved Dave Chafee. Neither one of them have a transitional press.
But he had a Kingsmove at the time he pulled you. He chose not to do that.
I mean, he had it, but it wasn't like he hadn't used it in a match yet.
It's just under development.
Yeah, so I mean, everybody keeps thinking it's gonna be double kings, and I don't think that's gonna happen. If Devin has to revert to King's move, I think I'm able to transition and press. You know, I think I can expose he does have a very long lever. And if he does set it, if you set a King's move, it's hard to press it. It is, you know, with the angle that he sets it. Like he will overspin it and get it out where there's a weird angle of pressure you got to push down on, you know. But I mean, I feel that I would be able to pin through that, you know. I don't know. It's I don't see the match going that way.
I like this question. Your thoughts on Dave and John competing in top 8?
I think it's awesome.
Love it.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. I think Dave
so
Chafee,
excited to see Dave. I think that is the perfect arena for him.
Cannot believe that he drew 11 first round.
That
Holy
sucks.
shit.
And not
But
because
cool.
I think that he's going to get dusted.
It is cool. Well, no, it's the fact that the loser, the best they can finish is 5th.
Right.
And neither one of them is the 5th best guy in the top 8. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, see, that's a problem.
Well,
PAL.
it's not a problem. It's just.
It is, in my opinion.
They just do fair draws, random draws. That's however it works.
But no, it's a problem with the way that it's set up because last year Trubin finished in the bottom.
5th.
Yeah, he finished 5th.
And he wasn't 5th.
Definitely, I think he's at least 3rd.
Well, he couldn't be at least. The best he could be is 3rd because he got crushed by number 2. So 3rd.
3rd. I think he's 3rd.
I think he's better than Prudnick. I think he's better than Angarbayev.
The problem with the way that it works is you don't get to see an accurate placement.
You get to see the number 1 guy.
But you don't get to see an accurate placement.
No, but you do get to see the number 1 guy.
Okay. So I think that's a problem. I would like to see it either like a double elimination thing, or let's make it 7 events. It'd be 7 events, 8 events, 8 events, and have each person pull each person, and let's then figure out who has the most wins.
I guess it'd be 7 events.
Yeah. So that's what I would like to see. But anyways, super excited. I think that is the perfect arena for
And
Dave.
it's cool to see John Brzezinski be goal oriented. Now he did say if he gets destroyed in round 1 or the first stage, he's like, yeah, I'll probably be 235, 240, and I won't be. You have to sub me out. But if he wins, he's like, I'll get focused and I'll train and try to win the final. You know.
Yeah. So I'm going to be very interested to see what's happening.
Yeah.
With both of those, that is one that I would like to be in person at. You know.
Yeah.
All of those events I would like to be in person at.
I love going to those events. They're super cool.
Yeah. So Hi everyone. Is Devon gonna do? Okay, I already read that. Bowen gonna be good with the new King's move he got. That's John Bow saying. Say says Bowen gonna take him. Blue got a King's move. Someone said it is 205. Okay, that match is 205.
205 weight, yeah.
Top 3 Brzezinski, Todd, and Chafee. Are the matches canceled? Not yet. Arena will win for sure. I don't think you can say for sure. I don't think you can say that anytime, actually.
Oh, they're not canceled for sure?
No,
or
that
what?
Arena's going to win for sure.
Oh, Arena. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean,
you have to respect.
I think she's the favorite, but you just don't know.
But you have to respect Mullins' match against Fia. Okay, you have to respect that.
It was one of the most impressive performances I've ever seen.
Has Worlds IFA gotten canceled? No, they just held a qualifier
today.
today.
They're holding it right now.
Yeah, where is that at?
Somewhere in southern Alabama.
Southern Alabama. They are still holding their qualifying events, and they have their next one, which
April 25th
you're planning on
in
going
Kentucky.
to with Ryan,
Yeah.
my son, to get qualified.
So I don't
for
know what
that.
happens. Let's say, what if they cancel April 21st? Do they still hold that one April 25th? You think they still hold that in Kentucky?
I don't know, but why would they cancel one and not the other?
I don't know.
I don't think they will.
I just don't. I think things are going to get worse before they get better.
Honestly, Michael, do you think this is Love Old Lady 7? I love your name, okay? Do you think you can take down the silverback? Are we talking about Levin?
It has to be talking about Levin.
But Tim is the silverback, isn't he?
No.
Okay.
But yeah, so I like my chances. And this is what I told. We did an interview, me, Neil, and Devon for his podcast. I guess it was Thursday. And this is what I'm training for. April 21st is the match with me and Devon. I'm not training to beat Devon Larratt. I'm training to beat any man on earth that day. That's how strong I expect to be. So if the match was Devon or if the match was Levin, it doesn't matter. I feel on April 21st, I'm the best arm wrestler on the planet. If everything happens the way I believe it's going to be. If I hit every, circuit that I plan on hitting, if my nutrition's perfect, if everything, I get the rest that I'm supposed to get, I see a peak coming for me that is the best I've ever been, Now, I am very optimistic. I did get the stem cells roughly 6 weeks ago. I feel very good. Everything just is things are firing really well for me right now. And I think I'm going to be really, really, really strong. So.
What's your opinion on Schoolboy, and who would you put him against in the WAL?
I think, all I know is I watched that video of him beating Todd Hutchins right in
Someone
Lincoln.
was just mentioning that a while ago.
Shit.
What do you think about that?
Okay, now I heard Neil and Devon, we was all talking about the interview, and Todd had pulled for about an hour and a half. But had he pulled anybody of, like elite level, and he pulled some good mid-tier guys, But what I saw Schoolboy do was ridiculous. So who would I put him up against? Obviously, throw him against Hutchins. Let's see how that match really happens. That would be beautiful. I'd love to see what happened there.
Oh, that would be a redemption match.
Oh my God, I'd love to see it. But
I'd love to see that.
Todd's still the favorite. It was practice. It's practice, guys. I'll probably lose some tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay. Someone answered me about little Samantha.
Gotcha. What time is it?
Ryan, hang on a minute. Aaron Bradshaw says, "Hi, MMT. What's your workout split like over the week?" Did we answer that?
Yeah,
one
we
already?
answered that.
Okay. It's a great match, but it's a pro arm wrestler versus a pro strongman. Oh, talking about Eddie
Eddie
Hall.
Hall and
All right.
RPJ.
It's
a great match for bringing eyes to arm wrestling. That's what all these exhibition matches are about.
Tate Fletcher.
I have
Mark
not.
J. What did Devon? Oh, we already asked that. Do you watch your breathing when you pull? And do you breathe out when you do the starting hit?
I don't.
I'm not reading your name either.
Yeah, I don't think. I don't think I do. As far as watching my brain, I think it's all because I train in so much. In a way that I go 100% of my maximum effort for up to 10 minutes every circuit. That I just breathe. I don't try to control my breathing. I just do what I'm used to doing because. And the best analogy I can make of how I train and how I prepare for matches is if you guys are older like me and you saw Rambo 2, when they're talking about Rambo, they're like, what you call hell, he calls home. That's how I feel I train for matches. People get into a match like if my hand wouldn't have got pumped, I wouldn't have lost. I train with my hand pumped.
And I actually want to cut in there because this actually matters to what you're saying. Michael, you're very confident. It's good for you, of course. This is Maceo Host, 39. But don't underestimate Larratt. The guy may be not as strong, but his stamina is incredible.
Okay, so we actually talked. I was listening to Devon's interview with Neil today, and Neil asked him, did you lose on strength or did you lose on endurance against me? And he feels that he has been known to make mistakes in matches. He said, I did everything right, and he did a few, he knows the counter. Like, his mind is sharp enough to know the counter, but instead of being patient to get to the counter, he tried to jump toward it, and I was just in a more efficient spot when the match stopped, which is what I told you. Because I used to believe that Devon Larratt had the best endurance in the world. And then what I came to realize before that match in 2018 was it wasn't that he had the best endurance in the world. he got in the best position when the match stopped, where you would be expending more energy than he was. So he was being more efficient. So once I took his hand, I had control. He was forced to, I mean, think about it, if your wrist is bent back, your forearm's feeling full of blood, your hands going, you're fatiguing. And you'd see that after each round. Like by round 3, he was up 2-1, but you saw him laying across the table, gasping for air. And I knew, you know, I knew that was it. I knew he went all in right then. So I fully expect Devon, and we were talking about this yesterday, I fully expect Devon to be the most prepared, strongest Devon that's ever arm wrestled. And that's the version of me that's showing up too. So I will be the best version of me that day. And if Devon beats that version of me, there's a very legitimate chance that he could be the number 1 guy in the world, because I am training to be the number 1 guy in the world on that day.
Glenford, not a chance. Should be a double match, Monster and wife versus Larrett and wife. Yeah, I don't arm wrestle.
We actually talked about Rebecca making a comeback and trying to do that match because we thought it'd get a lot of, but she just doesn't love it. She just doesn't love arm wrestling, man. I mean, and I think Jody got injured or something somewhere, and so I mean, we never even talked to them about it. We mentioned it to Jamie.
And he liked it, but I just don't.
It's just she doesn't love arm wrestling. She doesn't love. She loves to watch it. She loves to cheer me and Ron on, but it's just that big stage. She gets anxiety anyway if she's just on a small stage. Being on that stage, and I wouldn't want to subject her to do that anyway. People are rude and
Incredibly.
people do stupid shit, and I've got a temper, and that wouldn't work out. You know what I'm saying?
Monster and No Limits are my 2 faves. Thanks, Paul Revere. I had a deja vu, is what Kylie said. I used to live and breathe this stuff till age 22 and moved on. I'm 46 now and want to try it again, says Mark Long. Well, get back in. Get back
It's
in.
easy to do, man.
Devin stole Mike's hurry up to the table against Chafee and Jerry.
Oh, running back to the table?
Yeah. Well, now they're not allowing it. Did you see how they
you got to
made
do the full minute and a half now.
Yeah, you have to do. What music pumps you up? Glenn 4 wants to know.
I like Skillet. I feel like a monster. You
Yeah.
know, I like old school rock. We'll listen to Motley Crue, or I'll put some Metallica on, stuff like that. What was the AC/DC show that AC/DC song? TNT.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
he thought the song was about him.
Because it says you're a power load. Watch me explode. Like I was loading up, and I was like, that's me.
Oh, Ash K88, thank you for the super chat.
Thank you so much.
Fan, thank you so much for the
appreciate
support.
the support, guys.
5-Finger Death Punch, Making Monsters. Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, I haven't heard that.
Rock is the best music, absolutely. And then I'll get out there and I'll have, like, if I'm doing my workout, I'll have my Christian rock going on. He's like, what are you listening to? What are you doing? Well, that's what gets me moving.
That's what gets her going. I mean, the thing is, I'm just used to a lot of stuff that takes
Derek
me back
Smith.
to my youth.
Gennady has the ability to pose a threat to everyone. The guy's toolbox is insane.
Gennady has, a lot of options.
And see, he's supposed to be coming to
he's supposed
602 or something.
Possibly. Yeah, so
Yeah.
Gennady's a guy I've wanted to arm wrestle for a decade, because he's been, in my opinion, the European version of me. He's the version of me prior to my injury, because I would get into a match and I would woo on him and I'd get excited and I'd find the camera, and Gennady has been that guy throughout his career. So could definitely be a very fun match.
Yeah, Darren Pond, don't tell Michael that. He doesn't know.
What is it?
I'm not telling you.
Honey, I want to smack the shit out of you. What's
Gillett is Christian.
Oh, I know that.
Oh, you
I
did
like
know
shit,
that.
yeah.
Okay. Max Smiley, I'm pulling for you. Smack the shit out of me.
She didn't catch that until just then.
I will cut your thing off.
That's her threat. That's her go-to threat. Now, guys, is that a little absurd? That's a little crazy. Go-to threat all the time.
Like
I'm talking about just a small smacking. Nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying?
cut it off. All right. Max Smiley, I'm pulling for you. We all know you are strong enough and prepared. I think you have to have confidence in this sport, right? If you have doubt, wouldn't that affect mental preparation?
I have doubt a lot of times. I genuinely do. But all I can do is, like people say, do you train for whoever your opponent is? And I can't do that. I train to be the best me. The only thing that I have control over is how hard I'm willing to work. Very few times in life do you have an opportunity to be perfect. And you may get a perfect attendance or a perfect score on a test, but very rarely do you get to be perfect. Well, you get to be perfect in what you choose to put in your body. So when I'm prepping for a match like this will be my best prep ever, because my nutrition is going to be perfect. My macro is going to add up every day. Every day I'm going to treat myself like a professional athlete. So on April 21st, there is no excuse. If I was to lose that match, I lost being the most prepared I've ever been in my life.
Aishka Chopra. Why no trash talking going on? That's what we want.
With me and Devin right now,
Over it.
you know, there was a lot of trash talk in 2018. Right now, it's the first match of the season too, right? So the first match, we haven't got to see each other. Like I haven't got to watch to see if Devin's what his weight is, if he's breathing heavy in the middle
Hi,
of the match.
Mario.
He hasn't got to
Love
see.
Italy.
He hasn't got to see, you know, where I'm at or what I'm doing. So I think there's a lot of just reservations right now on both of our ends as far as we do have a lot of respect for one another, but this match has very high significance to us. So in a way, I don't feel like we want to belittle this, you know, the significance of this match by just talking shit. You know, I feel like it's more like we're both training our ass off. We're going to show up on that day, and the best man's going to win. That's my opinion. I mean, Devin may start talking a bunch of shit tomorrow.
Bob Heron wants to know if you feel like your stem cells are helping you.
I think that okay. So it's hard to say, but I do feel really, really strong, and I feel that the healing that is happening, although it may be small increments of healing, once I decide to rest that last week, once that week where I do the maintenance weight, and that week where I completely rest, I feel that the healing that's going to happen is going to take me to a whole nother. When I told Devin, you know, this is before our match was announced, I told him I got stem cells. He's like, holy shit, you're about to go to a whole nother level. He said, I had a buddy of mine, one of his military guys, who had a shoulder all torn apart. He's like, he got stem cells, and he didn't come back 100%. He came back 120%. He's like better than he'd ever been. So, I mean, that was very optimistic for me to hear because Devin's seen and been through a lot. So for him to say it's going to be, you know,
Hey,
go ahead.
so this is Shane Elliott. Monster Michael, I love your interview with Neil Pickup. I don't know what he's talking about coming up because I haven't listened to it. I love what you said to Devin around the end of the interview about you telling Devin that he has to give an excuse about losing what
I don't know.
to you at B8.
At bottom 8, yeah. That shit's funny. Because, okay, so our match is April 21st. Bottom 8's April 25th. And he's got Larry Wills and Juji and all these Instagram, YouTube sensations, huge following. So there's going to be a lot of people watching Bottom 8, right? I just felt bad for him that he's going to have to explain to everybody, you know, why he lost during, you know, he's going to be at his big event. Instead of getting to come home and being all on a high from winning. You know, hell, they should have done it the week before. At least he could have been talking a bunch of smack leading into it versus having to come home and, you know, the agony of defeat sucks. So that's going to be bad for him.
You will embarrass Devin, don't worry. Even I am a Devin fan. Hate him, Lem Rabet says. Mark Long, who has a stronger wrist, the monster or the beast?
Travis? Travis? How is Travis even relevant?
I love how he gets this reaction. Here's the thing. People are like, isn't Travis going to come back to WAL? Guys, Travis has put a video out there that it's better for him financially to not pull WAL. It's better for him to be the person that arranges people pulling. Make sense?
Well, I mean, he's like, who makes more money? The president of the third best league or the athletes who are in the first two leagues? Well, obviously the guy running the league, getting all the money is the one making the most money. But no, Travis is always a threat, but I don't think his wrist is as strong as mine. I mean,
and J31, don't ever apologize. He said sorry for asking about stem cells, but stem cells for what?
Oh, well, I got a stem cell, 1 unit in my right wrist, 2 in my right elbow, and 2 in my left elbow, just from the years and years and years of damage. And it really was a quality of life thing as well. Obviously, I wanted the healing so that I can compete at the highest possible level, but also, man, my arms have been through so much shit over the years that, you know, hell, I'll be 47 this year, and you got to figure in the next 10 years, 20 years, if I didn't do something to, you know, stop the progression, that you know, I was gonna be pretty gimped up. Still be kicking everybody's ass, of course, but.
Albert Andrew says, I'm from Spain, and if the super match happens, it will be without people. Things can get crazy in USA in a few weeks, but I hope not. I hope not too.
Dude, we're praying that it's just, you know, I'm thankful that everybody's being precautious. Precautious, is that what it said? Is that right? Yeah, precautions.
Taking precautions.
Yeah, I'm glad everybody's being cautious. That's what I meant to say.
There you go.
So that we can get by this and get through this. and then life can come back to normalcy. And I was listening to Trump today, and he's talking about the economy, and he believes the economy is going to rebound even greater than it was, and it's a possibility. Once we beat this, we did it together. There's no politics involved. There's no there's no this side, that side. Everybody wants to make sure that we're healthy and safe.
Calais, we do
So-
know the story behind that, why
What?
Tom Nelson fought with Travis in season 2,
Oh.
but I don't think that's our story
No,
to share.
it's not for us to tell. But
Okay, so Daniel says, I will swear on you being my top arm wrestler only if you beat Devon, though. That is the deal. Kyle says, just wanted to say you're an inspiration, Michael. Your work ethic is insane, and Devon is not going to know what's coming. You seem to not give up. That's the real no limits, has said Daniel. Or J31 says, thanks for your response. Some are on here, and I think they're saying Levin is the beast, and then some are saying Devon is the beast.
oh, okay. The Beast is Travis the Beast agent.
Have you
right?
ever felt
Unless
any tingling again from that time you pulled Jerry? Look,
Oh, yeah,
just a few short weeks ago, he was complaining about his hand.
I was doing shoulders yesterday, and I was doing rear delt, and I was feeling pain in my hand pushing on that bar, and I wasn't going to tell Rebecca anything about that.
Why have you not been to physical therapy?
I'm gonna go this week.
Well,
Yeah,
Nice.
I've been raising money for this Beat the Champ promo that I was doing, because what we're doing is the excess funds we got after paying for all the 1,000 shirts and everything. Shirts turned out awesome, by the way. So all you had to do, hang on. So all you had to do is show up to the Beat the Champ promo and arm wrestle, and you get a free shirt.
well, that will happen later.
Yeah, it will happen later
Okay,
today.
but here's a good question.
I never got to finish. I was using the rest of the money to help fund the
Oh,
addition.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, Juan Carlos Martinez said, could you tell us why no one can force you into a hook?
Okay, I have very, very strong pronation.
It's the pronation.
Yeah, it's all pronation. So it's very difficult to turn me up, right? Because I'm turning so hard here. And let me tell you what's different. And she hates me giving away like things, but people already know. I used to only train my pronation and with rope pulling. I just rope pull straight back, right? So I'm just pronating right here, bam, bam. You all see that for? Bam. And now because of the art arm handle and the fact that I had an art arm attachment and I got the cheap Walmart handle that spins because it's plastic inside nylon, it sets up just like a top roll. So I sit here and I'm pronating and I'm side pressure pinning with it. So I have so much more pressure now than I did in 2018 when I pulled Devon, because all my side pressure was being trained with the 3-inch Raptor. So I was mimicking arm wrestling in a style that I didn't arm wrestle. I hooked it, and then I pronated with my rope puller. Now I arm wrestle I train arm wrestling the exact same way I arm wrestle what?
My son is on here.
Oh, what's he saying?
Ryan says, I know you peed in the middle of the interview with Devon and Neil.
100%. I had to pee so bad.
You peed
Yeah.
on video?
No, I did have the pissed look on my face though, because I went back and watched it and I had that relief look on my face. So I walked down the stairs, went outside, I held the thing up like this, and I was just pissing while they were talking.
Oh my
I
God.
completely, yeah, but I went back and watched. I was like,
Son, now why did you call that out?
100% did that.
Oh my God.
Because I knew I couldn't go into the bathroom and piss, right? So I made my way outside to go piss.
So you're out there making water,
Yeah.
and you're still live on video.
Oh yeah, 100%, just like this.
I'm so ashamed right now.
Well, at least I know you don't really support me that much. You know what I'm
so
saying?
ashamed. Do you guys disinfect your hands before gripping? 100% they're going to be doing that. I've definitely got hand disinfectant. And here's the deal, guys. If you're using hand sanitizer, you need to read the directions on that. You don't just dump it on there and wipe it and then go touch whatever.
I'm telling you
You
guys.
have to wait for it to dry.
He
Okay.
ain't ready.
Hatem Lemmerbet. As Devon's fan, I always warn Devon how strong and dangerous opponent you are, so he will train more for you. He has no idea what he is facing this time. Eddie Hall is a beast.
Honestly, I think Devon does know what he's facing. He knows that this is a huge match for both of us. Okay, go ahead.
You're going to finish that in just a second. Daniel Azriel, you're asking about if he releases workout routines for his arms. They're all out there.
Everything I have
And
on our
his
YouTube.
if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, do so now, and then just go and look at his training playlist.
The funniest thing ever is I get people constantly asking me, so how do I train for the King's move? I don't train for a King's move. I train pronation, cupping, and back pressure. It's just if you end up into a King's move, you know, it's pronation, cupping, and back pressure. So I don't do anything specific to train for King's move. Everything that I do, I have 0 secrets. My entire training regimen is online. What's up?
Paul Heron wants to know, what is your biggest muscle? I was fixing to say something, but my
Oh,
son's
that's so
on here,
funny.
so I
That's
won't.
so funny. Hey, if you were on the cruise with us, then you know.
That was something, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
that was
funny.
hilarious.
Yeah,
That was so funny.
That was absolutely funny.
So we went to a comedian, and I'm not going to tell what happened, but we went to a comedian on the cruise basically every night. So every night was basically date night, right? And I was like, let's sit up front. I want to mess with me. I thought they was going to mess with me because I was a big bearded dude, right? Well, I'm not even paying attention as this is going on because it's a female comedian. And she starts going down the front, and she gets to the couple next to us, and she asks the lady, so what do you call his privates, you know? And the lady's like, Big Jim or Big John or some shit, or Big James or something. He's like, well, I'm glad it wasn't Little James. And I was not even thinking. And then she came right over to Rebecca. So I was like, holy shit. So for the rest of the cruise, I was known as that.
People be yelling at us down the hall.
Good night. And I'm like, oh shit.
And the funny thing is, my son is on here, and friends of his fiance were right beside
literally
us.
sitting over there, and Rebecca was like, you don't tell them you saw us.
No.
It was funny.
No, that's not it, Mark J. That's not it.
Little Monster. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't it? But that was funny. It was really funny. So it was a pretty fun time.
Yeah. Knowing that Devon will probably do a King's move, you think he is going to be more dangerous? GB 2000.
I don't think his addition, the fact that he has a King's move in his arsenal makes him a more difficult opponent for me. I don't think he's going to beat me via a King's move. If Devon wants to beat me, he's going to do it through a stronger cup, which I don't think he's going to be able to make it strong enough, or he will find a way to rise through this trap, you know. And I feel that my clamp will be strong enough to keep him from doing that. Now, this is something people say, I don't quit. I do not quit. I try as hard as I possibly can. But going back to his match with Dave last year, if Devon was strong enough to get me into a position where I can't do anything, I'm going to lay my arm down. Just makes sense. Why would I keep trying?
I've never seen you do that ever in my life, ever.
Yeah, well, why would you? No one's ever been that strong. Every person I've ever arm wrestled since I've been this good, the chance they get to finish me, they finish me because they're like, oh shit, I may never get the chance again. No one's ever posed on me. If someone was to pose on me the way he did Devin Larratt,
Or Dave Chafee.
Dave Chafee, I would either punch him or just quit, you know, because that's just over the top, man. It's disrespectful, you know. And I know for him, it's just part of his mind games and stuff. But yeah, I've thought about that. What if Devin was so strong that he could get me in a position and pose on me?
Are you talking kilos, Uncle Bully? He said Devin just bench pressed 255.
No, that's 255. That was it. That was it. He did a chest workout with Eddie Hall, and he told us, he's like, dude, I did not represent the arm wrestling community well at all. It was horrible. He's like, because I'm not good at bench pressing. And so that probably was right. He probably bench pressed like 5 pounds less than he weighs.
So Matthew Singer says, my sister benches 255.
Yeah, but that still doesn't mean Devin's not a strong dude. He's strong in the right spots. Just like he was saying to the interview this morning I was listening to, you know, they're talking about a lot of people don't think I'm that strong. And Neil's like, no, Michael Todd's crazy strong, you know.
Yeah.
Talking back to old school me and Devin's like, no, he's stronger now. He said, I'm just stronger where it counts. Mm-hmm. You know, my rise, my pronation. He said, those things are very, very strong. I mean, they're arguably the best in the world, you know. So I may not be a stronger bench presser or a stronger deadlifter or a stronger squatter than I've ever been, but I'm by far the strongest arm wrestler I've ever been. So.
Alrighty, guys. I got to sign off because I'm hungry.
Hungry.
I'm really hungry. So anyways, the answer to the question that we actually posed to even begin this stream, don't know. Do not know if 601 is going to go down. Do not know if it's going to go down as planned. Do not know anything. All I know is that every day more things are getting canceled, more things are being limited. Now the UK is on a travel ban to the US.
Starting Monday. Yeah.
Starting Monday. So do not know how long that goes. They did not say how long that's going to go. So do not know. Don't know if they have a card, who's going to be on the card. No idea. Everything's up in the air. So as soon as we know.
All I know is I'm going to keep training.
You have to.
I'll be ready, and I'm sure Devon got a phone with him earlier, and I was telling him and Neil this. I didn't even know this until right after the match got announced.
Martin Sear wants you to flash that ring. MMT.
Yeah. So I have the gym set up right with different posters and banners and stuff on the wall, and right where I pin, right at the pin line, if I look up, it's a picture of Andre versus Devon. So every time I'm pinning my art arm, I'm looking in Devon's eyes. And I realized that it was, I think, the week that the match got announced. Never paid attention to it before. I'd be looking elsewhere doing something that just caught his eye. So every single time I work out, I'm looking dead straight in his eyes as I'm pinning him.
Someone just asked, will you be able to straighten your arm more if the stem cells?
No, they told me, said when I sent them my X-rays, they're like, "Listen, dude, we need to have a very serious talk on your expectations." He's like, "Your arm's never going to get any more range of motion." He said, "It's your arm's bad, but we will strengthen the joint and heal all the soft tissue around it." So I also have a new batch of cytokines and exosomes I'm going to start with today. So I'm super excited and very thankful for Rob Kirstendike for those. He's the one that owns the stem cell company, and his son Robbie is an accomplished power lifter, bodybuilder, fitness competitor, new arm wrestler. I'm going to be working with him. And so very thankful for Rob for all his help with my stem cells and cytokines and exosomes and my healing and all the good things that are coming this way. So we're very blessed and fortunate. And
Darren Watkins, nobody wants your left testicle. Go ahead. Okay.
Did you say you give his left testicle?
Science would not be improved with your left testicle. Just saying. Come up with something better, okay?
But guys, I just want to say once again, we appreciate all your support. I do feel like I have a lot stronger fan base now than I did probably a couple of years ago when everybody hated me because of Devon. I love it when someone's like, I used to not like you, but now I do. So thank you for all the people who continually support us. Mitchell Phelps, thank you for the super chat. The other guy who $9.99 fan is what it came up. Can't remember your name. Thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate the support. We're looking forward to the new edition being built. Whether the 601 happens or not, I'm going to be posting some awesome training videos throughout this year.
Ash K88.
Ash K88, thank you for your support. But yeah, so once the gym's done, like I said, we'll be doing a progression of the gym going up, us, getting everything together, putting the equipment in, putting the awards up, all the good stuff. And then it's going to be, hopefully we get some good collabs. I'm telling you, that gym will be, I've actually been YouTubing lately, best home gyms, celebrity home gyms, all that stuff. I'm telling you, I think it's going to be the best private training facility in around here for sure, and probably the baddest arm wrestling training gym in North America. We're really excited and thankful for all the support, guys.
We'll see you soon.
Take care.